Cars make up everyday life, especially when you are a person who is constantly on the go. And with that, it can always be a hit or miss. So there has to be that extra caution that you need to have when you're trying to get a new one. You need it to be reliable. Hello and welcome back to our channel, everybody. While there are already some videos out there recommending the top cars that you might have to choose from, here are some of the top 10 SUVs to avoid in 2022. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more of our updates. Now, let's get right into it. Number 10. Volkswagen Tiguan 2021-2022. The Volkswagen Tiguan didn't enjoy a very good reputation in previous years, so they re-released a new model in 2021 until 2022 in hopes to rebrand and make up for its lapses. But it didn't quite hit the mark because the new model still did not address the issues from its previous model, such as defective service brakes, apart from other problems in its minor engine, suspension, in-car electronics, and body integrity. The new model has been recalled for a loose brake pipe nut that could allow for brake fluid to leak, which in turn poses for a much greater distance when you are trying to stop the car, thus increasing the probability of a car crash. It scored a dwarfing 1 out of 5 in predicted reliability score and 17 out of 100 in overall reliability score. Number 9. 2022 Mini Cooper Countryman. The Mini Cooper has one of the most iconic structures to date, and it has done well for quite a long time. But the 2022 Mini Cooper Countryman needs a lot more work before anyone could recommend it as reliable. On top of that, it's overpriced for a very junky performance. The problem with this is that you're not going to have a pleasant experience while driving this because of how uneven it is. With a base trim that has a little 134 horsepower 3-cylinder engine, absent safety features, and buggy to no connectivity on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you can get this vehicle at about $30,000. But with what we've just told you, do you think it's worth it? I don't think so. Number 8. 2022 Jeep Renegade. This has earned the title of being the most affordable Jeep ever released by the car company. But with that affordability also comes with another price in the name of reliability. It seems like Jeep had been pretty conservative when they were trying to build this affordable SUV, as its two powertrains are slightly on the below average level, and a cabin that cannot upgrade with all of its 5 trims. We also think that you would rather just walk than drive this car because its acceleration doesn't give you the option to run. Moreover, its fuel economy isn't that great either, and those are just at the top of the list of why you shouldn't even consider spending money on this car. Number 7. HRV Honda. This SUV is Honda's smallest yet to date, and it's also pretty much at the bottom of the barrel when you compare it to other cars of the same nature. It has gotten some reports that its drive assist features, interior comfort, and exterior design were not really that stellar. It's almost as if it was just released even though it wasn't even done yet because the deadline's already there. Coupled with the fact that the engine is also underpowered and noisy when you're driving it, the HRV Honda is something that you would want to steer away from. Yes, the pun was intended. Number 6. 2022 Chevrolet Trailblazer. When you name a car Trailblazer, you would think that it's going to be a Trailblazer, right? Well, turns out it's pretty easy to come up with a name, but it's even harder to live up to it. And this is what happened with the 2022 Chevrolet Trailblazer that can't do much. Both of the powertrain options it provides don't push for the car to run at a speed that you would want it. But to give it the benefit of the doubt, its quick steer controls aren't that much of a problem, and its interior layout doesn't house major issues. However, with nothing big going on in this car, you would want to ask why this car is pretty pricey despite its mediocrity. The price of this vehicle isn't worth your money. Avoid this car if you're looking for something worth it, but better options, we're pretty sure there are a lot. Number 5. Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. There are two options that the Mitsubishi Outlander Sport has laid for this car. There's the standard one with 148 power, 2-cylinder 4 engine, and the upgraded one with 168 power and 2.4-liter option. You don't want to drive the former because its performance is something short of lackluster. But you also don't want to drive the latter because its price will drain your pockets in an instant, along with the fact that its fuel economy isn't that great either. You sacrifice a lot more when you choose either of the versions, and quite frankly, it's not worth it considering there are more cost-effective options that are available on the market. You are better off driving something else. This is the perfect example of how you can't have the best of both worlds. Number 4. Volvo XC90. The Volvo XC90 is a luxury SUV that isn't luxury in practice. You would want to avoid this SUV as it had only gained an overall reliability rating of 17 out of 100. Consumer reports have stated that they have experienced problems facing brakes, body hardware, climate, system, and its driving system, to name a few. It's also pretty average if we want to say so, since it doesn't even boast a feature of when you might want to take it off the roads. So much for the price that you can get it for. There's nothing, absolutely nothing, that justifies it. So if you're not into convenience and reliability and like going through tough times, then this SUV is definitely for you. Number 3. 2022 Ford Explorer. To note, some old models of the Ford Explorer have not been as bad as this year's model. In fact, it's not even bad at all, seeing that a lot of people have banked on how good the vehicle was. But the recent model just didn't cut it, according to a lot of consumer reports, as it had been exhibiting cautionary problems in the transmission drive system and power equipment. The car's interior electronics and its exterior paint have also been giving off a lot of red flags. For a more statistical look on why you should be avoiding the Explorer is that its predicted reliability rating had only been 1 out of 5 and an overall reliability score of 8 out of 100. It's also the second most unreliable car of 2022. Number 2. 2022 Subaru Ascent. Everybody likes a Subaru. There are a whole lot of layers to it when they say they do, because they are generally and most of the time have made a lot of reliable cars. But it's also not to say that they haven't made an unreliable car, as the 2022 Subaru Ascent inhibits that. Notably, this is also the manufacturer's largest SUV to date, so there have been a lot of expectations until it gave reliability problems with the transmission, power equipment, climate system, in-car devices, and brakes. With all of that being said, it scored a low 1 out of 5 in predicted reliability score and 18 out of 100 in terms of overall predicted reliability score. Number 1. 2022 Lincoln Aviator. The 2022 Lincoln Aviator was pretty promising when it first came out, earning the reputation of a car that leans towards a lot of high technology and comfort. However, with all of these enticing features, the question then adds up towards, how dependable are they? Well, to put it simply, they aren't. Consumer reports have spotted troubles with its body integrity, drive system, climate system, transmission, power equipment, in-car device issues, and even brakes. It had also had incidents of severe rattling and water leaks to which it has already been recalled for fuel system issues that could put everyone's lives riding the car in danger. It has even been listed as this year's most unreliable mid-sized SUV in America. And that's it for our video for today about the top 10 SUVs that you should be avoiding in 2022. Let us know in the comments section if you have any more recommendations. And while you're at it, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more of our updates. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.